A common problem if you want to go out and take photos all day, especially if you're using a shoulder bag or a messenger style bag, is carrying water. Now, from years of searching, I've managed to find a couple of solutions, and today I'm going to show them to you. Today we're going to take a quick look at two drink bottles. One of them is a Fred water flask and the Memo Bottle A5. Both of these I acquired off Kickstarter, and they were both to solve the same problem as carrying around water in this. I actually got them both at an extremely similar time and have used them both. One I've used a lot more than the other, but I'll get to that later. The first one I found and ordered was the Memo Bottle A5. Now originally the Kickstarter launched with an A4 and an A5 variant of this. Now, off their store, you only seem to be able to buy the A5 and the A6. The A6 is actually in direct competition to the Fred Flask bottle. I'll get on to how that one is used shortly. For years, I shot with the Billingham Hadley Small. It's not a very big camera bag. Even if you could put a normal bottle of water in one of the lens compartments, it won't be a huge bottle of water. The perk of the A5 Memo bottle is it is the size and shape of an A5 notebook. So anything that will hold a A5 notebook will hold the Memo bottle. So how I used it with my Billingham Small is pretty obvious. The little compartment back here that would typically hold a tablet or notebook, the A5 Memo bottle fits in there. Not perfectly, the lid sort of sticks up, but well enough that you can close the lid and pop it in there. The problem when it's in the back part is it makes the back very rigid, which is fine if you're carrying it across one shoulder and behind your back, but if you're having it just on one side of you, it makes the bag very rigid and doesn't ride as well. The same problem that I had with carrying an iPad or other tablet, as mentioned in my Billingham Hadley review here. All the same, having a rigid back is a small price to pay for being able to carry around 750 millilitres of water, which is a decent supply of water, and you can find a tap to fill it back up. It's better than having to buy a bottle of water every couple of hours because you can't carry a drink with you. So that's the Memo Bottle A5. Now we'll take a look at the Fred Flask. Now Fred Flask holds less water than the Memo Bottle at about 530 millilitres. It's called 18 ounces because it's American. The Memo Bottle was actually designed in Australia. I wasn't storing this in the back of the bag, although it would fit. And the way these were pitched to be used is due to the rounder shape of it, it actually fits in really well in your back pockets. Now I don't wear that much skinny clothes, but I've donned my tightest pair of jeans to demonstrate how well this actually works. Now as you can see, it actually fits in my back pocket extremely well, and it doesn't make the pants feel restrictive or anything like that. You might not look a bit funny walking around in it. You've actually got a fair bit of flexibility when it's in there. I've crouched down to take a photo and never had an issue from it. Memo Bottle now actually make a A6 variant, which they pitch directly against the Fred Flask, in my opinion, in showing it carrying in the back pocket. The problem with the A6 Memo Bottle though is it only holds 375 millilitres in comparison to 750 in the A5 or 530 in the Fred Flask. As I said before, I've had both of these for a similar amount of time, and which one have I used the most? I've actually used the Fred Flask. Personally, I just prefer this form factor. Drinking out of the funny shape, it's fine, it works, but it just isn't as comfortable as the hand size of the Fred Flask. Both bottles came with spare lids, which is a cool feature, and both have remarkably good construction. This one being plastic, this one being metal. A lot of people like the idea of carrying a filled water bottle around in their camera bag, and neither would I if I didn't know that the build construction of said bottle wasn't up to scratch. If I thought the bottle would leak, I would not put it in my own bag. Even though the Memo Bottle is made to store in the camera bag, I've never had either of these two bottles leak. That's it for this video. I hope you got something out of it. I personally spent a long time looking for a solution to this problem. Down in the description below, I will put a link to both of these products. If you found this video helpful, please give me a like. Hit subscribe for more videos about photography tips and reviews. And until next time, Jeffrey out.